Here at Indie Wrestling Q&A, my name's Jason. I was the Heart Killer, Chris Wylde. How long have you been in the wrestling business?
I've been working steady for 4 years. I've been training for 10. But in the wrestling business, they say you haven't really started until you're working every weekend, a couple times a weekend. And for about 4 years, I've been doing that. So it's one hell of a ride.
Who are you trained by?
I'm trained by a guy named Jeff Rocker, who was trained by Simon Diamond. He was actually part of the original ECWA. I've also done some training with a guy named Denny Steger out of Germany, and a guy named Mark Haro. Collectively, I've taken that all in, and I've also done some seminars with Tom Pritchard and some things like that.
So who's been some of your most physical talents you've competed with?
Wow. Man, there's Josh Daniels, definitely the most physical guy. I have some of his matches with me are on YouTube, and it's just like you come out looking like you've been in a car wreck, Papadon from here, very physical dude. This guy by the name of Zach Connor from yesterday, another big guy, we always have wars. But honestly, Josh Daniels, just everything he hits you with, is big and hard.
So have you ever been professionally injured due to pro wrestling?
Professionally injured?
Yes.
Oh, dude, honestly, I don't think there's a wrestler that hasn't. I've had, multiple concussions. We're not like football players. We don't have helmets when we go out there. Bruise, you can take close up here. That's from last night. This is from tonight. So it's a very physical sport. So I've always had some kind of injury, but I've never been had anything that has set me out, knock on wood. But every show's an injury of some sort.
How did the name The Heart Killer, Chris Wylde, come about?
Well, that's a good question. One of the guys I watched growing up, like a lot of people from my time, is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And throughout this decade, a lot of there's been heartbreakers, there've been heartthrobs. So, man, I want something that's different. I want to pay homage to guys that I watch. I need something that's different. I said, you know what? I'm a little guy. When a big guy faces me in the ring, he's got his heart set on beating me. He goes in that match thinking, I've got a pretty good shot at beating Chris Wylde because I'm bigger. But when I beat him, I don't break his heart. I kill it, right? Yeah. Because you break something, you put it back together. When something's dead, it doesn't come back to life. So I said, Heart Killer. It works. And also there's a song by him that's popular, that has the Heart Killer name. And I just thought it was really good, man. I use that. Sometimes I use Heart Thriller, but Heart Killer is is me now.
So is there any wrestlers on TV today that kind of resemble Chris Wylde's wrestling style or character?
Man, that's actually on TV with TNA.
Yeah.
I really I watch a lot of AJ Styles, the Machine Guns. Like I said, you see some of the stuff I do, like the Super King, Shawn Michaels, even though he's not on TV. So guys like that, man, I definitely say, especially with my size and my style, would be guys like that. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin. A lot of guys are on TNA now. Manic, who's Puma, who actually wrestled Super. Those are the guys that I think could resemble my style.
So who would be your dream opponent?
Dream opponent? Unfortunately, he's not alive, but Eddie Guerrero or Brian Pillman. Brian was one of the guys that I looked at and said, I think I can do this. Here's a guy that battled through throat cancer when he was a kid, made it to the NFL, little guy in this business. And I watched his style. I was transfixed when I was a kid. And then Eddie Guerrero. Who wouldn't want to work with someone like that? So it would be those two again. And like any of the top guys, Shawn Michaels, these are guys that we all would want to get in the ring with. But if he was to put down to one, I'd say Eddie, followed by Brian.
Outside of pro wrestling, do you follow any other professional sports?
Big football fan. Growing up in this area, unfortunately, I'm a huge Philadelphia Eagle fan. Philadelphia Phillies fan. Yeah, I like all Philly sports, and it's a lot of, they kill my heart. At least you guys have, you guys have some Super Bowls and stuff. Eagles fan, you don't have anything. I'm like, man, I just want a Super Bowl before I die. That's all I want. Just one. I'll trade 2 years of my life.
Big hockey fan, so I want to see a Stanley Cup from the Capitals.
Okay. I'm not too much of a hockey fan, and honestly, it's because, again, like growing up, I watched a lot of wrestling, and you know, guys had names I pronounced, like Bret Hart, guys like that. Hockey, I had a hard time pronouncing some of those guys' names. You know, as funny as it sounds, I never really got into it. You know, but yeah, you know, I follow the Flyers every now and then. Again, more heartbreak.
So, outside of pro wrestling, what else do you like to do for hobbies?
Man, I like anything in the gym. I like to eat. Mixed martial arts. I'm slowly starting to get into some of that. But really, man, this business is a 24-hour thing, man. Like, I used to like video games, but when it comes down to it, if I'm not in the gym, if I'm not training in the ring, you know, I'm not doing much else. So bodybuilding probably be a hobby, I guess. But again, it goes into this.
So out of all the titles you won in your career, what has been some of your favorite titles you've had?
Without a doubt, the ECWA Heavyweight Championship. I grew up in Delaware, and ECWA was like, you know, I always heard of WWE and WCW, and I used to read the PWI magazines, and hear of this ECWA that was in Delaware, you know, seeing guys like Christian, seeing the Super 8s with, you know, Styles and Jeff Hardy and Christian York, and I'm like, man, like, it would be amazing to hold that belt one day, the big red belt. And last year, I beat Papillon for it. I had the belt for about 500 days straight. It was like the most special moment, man. Like, I can tell you, it was amazing. That's definitely, without a doubt, my most favorite moment. So hopefully I can have it again one day.
So, if you had any advice for being a pro wrestler, what would it be?
Never give up. That'd be my. This business is tough. Being a wrestler, you're gonna have like a lot of people telling you can't do it. The training, you're gonna sometimes feel like you don't want to go. If you ever think about quitting, you're probably not made out for the business. So just never give up. That'd be the one thing I'd tell a kid getting in. You know, and be ready for anything, the unexpected, because you never know.
If they made a movie about the Heart Killer Chris Wylde, what actor could play you and what would the title be?
Oh my goodness. That's like the toughest question anyone's ever asked me. Wow. Johnny Depp. You know what? If he was still, can I say dead guy?
Anybody.
Brandon Lee. He played the Crow. Brandon Lee, the name of it would be... Shoot. I can't... that's hard. I can't. I have no idea.
I mean,
who do you think?
If not, I know he's not an actor, but Matt Hardy. You got that kind of resemblance him.
Absolutely. What about title? Because I would struggle with that.
Heart Killer.
Yeah, just straight up Heart Killer. You know?
Let's say Matt Hardy, maybe.
I think guys with like long hair, like Johnny Depp was long hair, and Brandon Lee was. It's a shame he got shot.
So, where else can we find information on the Heart Killer Chris Wylde?
Facebook. I have a fan page, Heart Killer Chris Wylde. You can also find my regular page on Facebook. Twitter @TheChrisWylde. I've gotten really interesting the past couple months. So check it out. YouTube. Check out my YouTube channel. I can always use some more views. And that's of course Heart Killer Chris Wylde on YouTube, man. Great matches, some stuff with Josh Daniels, Papillon, Kakoa, some of the guys you've seen here today. All sorts of promos and stories and all sorts of good stuff. And this will probably be on one day.
So, what other federations
40 seconds left.
compete with?
ACW in Maryland. Here, WPW in Reading. PWA up in Pennsylvania. I mean, I could name them all. There's tons. But the main one is the ECWA in Delaware, ECW in Maryland, WPW in Pennsylvania. Those are my big three.
How many seconds left?
20.
Okay. So this concludes the interview with Chris Wylde, the Heart Killer. I'm indie wrestling fan Jason Hevel. This is Indie Wrestling Q&A. Be sure to check out more videos.
Thank you.